But today is all about those wonderful creatures who make the world go round. The Misfits. Their songs are better, definitely. But today we are going to divide them into chunks. And the first part of the program has them celebrating, or at least highlighting, the tricksters and deceivers and creatures of chaos. We begin with a selection from the opera Rigoletto by Giuseppe Verdi. The Duke is definitely one of those creatures who is a trickster, but he is a shadow trickster. He causes harm, and he does cause the entirety of the plot to move, but that's not necessarily a good thing. But in any case, the Duke is in many ways a shapeshifter. He constantly romances women under different guises, and once he has finally seduced them, he moves on to his next catch. For those of you who want to read along, if you click on my group inviter, it will also give you the translations and notes so that you know what it is that I'm singing and what's coming up. So, without further ado, let's hear the Duke, unfortunately, boasting about how every woman is the same to him and all that matters is the conquest.
Questo o quella per me pari sono a quant'altre d'intorno mi vedo dal mio cuore l'impero non cedo meglio ad una fino all'altra beltà la costoro uomenezza e qual dono di chi il quato rinfiora la vita la costoro mi tolsi un'altra, porsi un'altra, domani sarà un'altra, forse un'altra, domani sarà. La costanza tirana del cuore destiamo, qual morbo crudele, son chi vuole si servi fedele, non va amore se non c'è libertà. Moriti il geloso furore, e le amanti le siame derido, anco d'argo i 100 occhi di sfido, se mi ponge una qualche beltà, una qualche beltà.
As you can see, the Duke is very much a evilly playful character. So now we're going to go for a more benevolent trickster. In the opera by Gaetano Donizetti, The Elixir of Love, we have Nemorino. He's a young lover. He's a very, very simple man, but with a heart of gold, and he has been pining over his richer landlady, Adina, who constantly dismisses him as a simpleton. Now, it just so happens that a fast-talking, thank you, Melodyne Nix Sethos, that a fast-talking snake oil salesman by the name of Dr. Dulcamara enters the town, and he offers to sell Nemorino a love potion. It really is only wine. But Nemorino, believing that it will grant him the love of his life, Adina drinks the potion, which is wine, and of course, wine takes away all of his inhibitions, and because of the very frank way that he acts, aside from the fact that the ladies in the town have found out that his rich uncle has died and left him a whole bunch of money, well, she suddenly realizes that he's a very, very nice man. But of course, he tries to talk to her. She tries to talk to him, but he's surrounded by the ladies in the town, and she sheds a tear. And that's when Nemorino realizes, holy crap, she actually loves me.
lagrima negli occhi suoi spuntò. Quelle pestose giovani in video sembrò che più cercando io vo che più cercando io vo un solo istante I palpiti del suo bel cuore sentì I miei sospiri colpambere per poco a suoi sospiri I palpiti sentir confondere I miei assai sospiri cielo si può morir di più non chiedo cielo si può morir di più non chiedo si può morire si può morire d'amor.
Okay, and so that was the oh Nix, I'm being told that I'm exceeding my prim usage. I think the stage is taking a little bit longer, a little bit over my limit, but it will be going away after the end of the hour. So thank you, Sethos Melodyne. Now let's talk about our third type of trickster. We have seen the hedonist. We have seen the more benevolent trickster, because without Dr. Dulcamara, nothing would have happened. Now we're going to go to ancient Greece, to perhaps one of the greatest tricksters of all, Eris, the goddess of discord. You see, this next selection is from Jacques Offenbach's operetta The Beautiful Helen, which is a satirical retelling of the events that led to the War of Troy. In this aria, Prince Paris is talking about how he was just walking along the woods, minding his own business, and suddenly he comes across three goddesses who are arguing about who is the fairest of them all. Of course, as you probably know if you've read your your Iliad. This all happened because Eris, the goddess of discord and potentially other chat software, threw a golden apple inscribed with the words "for the fairest" into a trio of goddesses. You had Hera, of course, also known Mrs. Zeus, the goddess of marriage and the queen of the gods. Then you also had Athena, the goddess of wisdom. And you had Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty. And you would think that Athena would have more common sense that to get into a beauty pageant with Aphrodite, but there you go. The three goddesses can't come to any agreement as to who is in fact the fairest, so they point to Prince Paris and say, "Hey, you, boy, you come ahead and you come and judge us and tell us which one is the fairest." And each one, of course, tries to bribe him in his own way, except supposedly Aphrodite, who says nothing, while Hera goes on about how she was born to greatness, and Minerva how she is, how she is pure. Paris, of course, chooses Aphrodite because she had secretly promised to him the hand in marriage of the most beautiful woman in the world, Helen. So here is Prince Paris talking about the contest, the beauty pageant of the goddesses, to the priest of Aphrodite, Calchas.
Mon dit la droite, c'est ce qu'oreille dans sa voix. Et dit ce princesse, la plus belle de nous trois. Et voyez que c'est dièse pour un jour le garçon. Et voyez que c'est dièse en des drôles de façon, en des drôles de façon. Dans sa voix passant, jeune homme, frais, c'est beau, c'est moi. Sa montagne dîne comme vous voyez bien les tableaux. Ah, oh là, elle, beau jeune homme, arrêtez-vous. Veuillez donner la pomme à la plus belle de nous. Et voyez que c'est dièse pour un joli garçon. Et voyez que c'est dièse en des drôles de façon. En des drôles de façon. Dirige ma prudence, mon orgueil, ma chasteté. Donne-les prix à Minerve la mérite. Et voyez que c'est dièse en de drôles de façon. L'autre dit, j'ai ma naissance, mon orgueil et mon baon. J'ai dû l'emporter, je pense, donne la pomme au genou. Et voyez que c'est dièse en des drôles de façon. Enjôle le garçon. La troisième, la troisième ne dit rien. Elle brille quand même, Calchas, vous m'entendez bien. Et voyez que c'est dièse pour un joli le garçon. Et voyez que e se niente